It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? Great game in store for y'all, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Goff now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
And how about this young man? Took the NFL world by storm as a 6th-round rookie, signature mullet, mustache. but 21 touchdowns for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Great personality, and everyone gravitates towards this guy. Teammates love to win with a quarterback who leads them like that, and fans love to root for a guy who seems just like them.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun is Minshew. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's Madison running on first down, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Minshew. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. 12 more yards there and another first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. In motion left goes a tight end. After the interception, here's Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Malcolm Kuntz from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Goff. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
3rd down and 13. Goff. Here's a diving catch right side. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. In motion right, that's Williams. Goff now looks to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Once again, it's Brooks. And he'll take this down to the 33.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. As they've got it as we resume action. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Here's Goff. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Two yards to go, 2nd down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Off play action. Here's Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. First and goal from the 3. Back to throw, Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Shane Zylstra from 3 yards out. And the Lions post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. On the toss, Madison. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Looking to throw it, Minshew. It's complete, Abdullah. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside, but you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space, and that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
They'll go Madison up the middle. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. Second and 6. Here's Minshew. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Now a 2nd and 2. Goff now looking to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Goff. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
2nd and 10. To throw is Goff. St. Brown has it near the sideline. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision, and boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, Goff. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
From the gun, here's Goff. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Goff. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Complete to Jameson Williams. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 6-yard line.
Goff now to throw. This is caught. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The Lions got a very strong performance out of their quarterback, Jared Goff. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they still got a shot.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and a yard. Here's a give to Madison running right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Now Minshew. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by him and setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Forced out to his left. Good work by Minshew there to pick up the first.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Minshew sets to throw. Minshew going to be intercepted for the third time. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays they've now moved the ball over 60 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field. They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The linebacker, Robert Spillane, making a big play. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Gone. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Malcolm Kuntz able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raiders offense and Gardner Minshew getting set to go to work once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Back to the ground on 1st down. Here's Madison. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Another carry now for Madison. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Jack Campbell running him down behind the line. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On the handoff, it's Madison. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. From the 17, Minshew. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Zadarius Smith in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Flushed. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aiden Hutchinson, he's the one to get him this time at back-to-back sacks, brings up 4th down.
3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
On 4th down, Minshew. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
Now Goff. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. Out of the gun, Goff. It's caught on the right, and it's a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Goff.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Back to throw. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. He hasn't really had a game to remember, but that conversion right there is something to hang his hat on late.
It certainly is, and in these situations, what you're really looking for is the guy who's not worried about his stats, not worried they didn't get 100 yards in a game, but will make that dirty, gritty run that you have to close the game out, as we just saw there.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Here's Brooks.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
Up the middle with Brooks here.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
They'll run with Brooks.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Bates' kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. This is 1st and 10. Minshew. That's caught by Tucker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it one bite at a time. That's the way they've got to play this, one play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you. I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here's Minshew. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
The clock stopped. 50 seconds to play. 2nd and 10. Now Minshew. That is incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one.
Well, that's the play you work on each and every week. Your offense taking a knee at the end means you've won the ball game. But how about the defensive effort? A shutout, pitching a shutout, they're going to feel great about themselves.
They're going to feel really great about themselves. A big goose egg on the scoreboard. Nice job defensively.
Yeah, I say dinner on the defensive coordinator tonight.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.